Crown Jewel 2024 was better than Bad Blood. And I know at Bad Blood it was announced that it was gonna be champion versus champion for the Glaze Championship of all time. And by the way, I'm not at where I normally record. I'm somewhere else, and I'm in the basement right now. So yeah, this is the quietest place I could find. But yeah. Anyway, Crown Jewel was great. We had some awesome matches. The 7 matches on the show are awesome, except maybe one. But I would say Crown Jewel was pretty good. But before we get into today's Crown Jewel review, I would like for you guys to drop a big thumbs up down below and hit the subscribe button, because I make reviews on every single PLE through what's it called? I'm talking about shoot, what was I gonna say again? Oh, through the year. And yeah. So the first match of the night was Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu and Tanga Tama taking on Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. Now this was a normal Bloodline match where from like the start of the match to the middle of the match, it's a very slow paced match. Obviously, there were some cool spots and stuff like that. But obviously, as soon as Jay tagged in Roman was hitting clothesline, hitting clothesline, and stuff like that. And he was taking it to Solo, tried to hit him with a Superman punch, but got caught with the Samoan drop, but reverse, ended up hitting him with a Superman punch. What else did he hit? A Superman punch. Tried to hit a spear, but couldn't hit a spear. But then Jacob Fatu decided, you know what? I'm going to take Roman Reigns out because Roman Reigns is hurting my tribal chief. I love you, Solo. Like that. He needed to take care of his title, please, after hitting him with that corkscrew thing and big moonsault. Solo Sikoa hit Roman Reigns with a Samoan spike and then another Samoan spike and pinned Roman Reigns clean. This is the third person to pin Roman Reigns since 2023. And ignore that sound if you can hear it. It's people walking upstairs. But yeah, third person to pin Roman Reigns since 2023, which is incredible, which is insane to think. But Jacob put the Ulafala on Solo Sikoa's neck. Roman was grabbing his pants. It's oh my god! And then the Bloodline was beating him down. Jimmy tried to help, but Sami Zayn came out. We didn't know what Sami Zayn was out there for. He was standing behind Jay because Jay had a chair on his neck about to get hit with Jacob, and Sami looked like he was about to hug Solo, but gave him an exploder suplex when he was going for the hug, but then tried to fight the Bloodline. Roman even tried to fight, but then Solo Sikoa was surrounded by Jay, Jimmy, and Roman and Sami. And Roman and Sami both were trying to go Roman was trying to go for a Superman punch, and Sami was trying to go for a Helluva Kick, but Roman got hit with a Helluva Kick instead after Solo moved out the way, playing mind games. And Jimmy thought it was on purpose. Jay thinks it's on accident. And Roman was just sitting there in the middle of the ring while Sami was looking out from the apron. Kind of gave Cody a Mania 39 vibes. But the next match was Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill defending their WWE Women's Tag Team Championships against Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Lash Legend, Jakar Jackson, and Io Sky and Kairi Sane. Now this match definitely was the best women's match of the night. I'm just gonna say it here. Best women's match of the night. Yeah, so I don't know how that made. There were some cool spots in this match, obviously. I think I forget who it was. It might have been. It was either Io or Kairi. But Lash Legend picked them up, put them on the shoulders from a picking up position, and Jakar Jackson hit something on him. Yeah, it was pretty cool. By the way, the Saudi crowd in the show was awesome. I remember last year's Crown Jewel, they had no pop for even Kairi Sane's return. So the crowd was honestly pretty great for this women's match. Honestly, we know the history of Saudi Arabia's crowd towards women. Like in the first Saudi show, they weren't even allowed to be in Saudi Arabia, but now they are. Thank God, because women are too talented not to be shown in on a PLE. But we got Kairi Sane going off. This was Jakar, Jackson, and Lash Legends' first PLE appearance, and they're NXT superstars. So yeah, obviously, this was a beautiful drop kick by what's it called? Io Sky. She did botch in this match, but again, when Io botches, it's the coolest thing you could ever see in your life. Io got crushed. Oh, but this was a nice powerbomb that Piper Niven got. Piper Niven did a crossbody from the top rope on Lash Legend and Jade Cargill. Lash Legend and Jade Cargill in this match were like fighting each other, like acting like I feel like Lash Legend is like a second version of Jade Cargill. I don't know. But then Chelsea Green got was about to try to do a moonsault from the top rope, but then she tried the second turnbuckle, but she didn't do that. She tried the last one, she couldn't do it. She got off for the other last one, but she couldn't do it. But then she decided to jump, and Piper never caught her. But then put her down, but didn't work out because Kairi Sane hit them with insane elbow, and also what's her name? Io Sky did a moonsault from the turnbuckle, hit that on them. But cool punches, and not kind of expected. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair retained their WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Again, kind of expected. I think everybody was expecting them to retain their titles because I don't know. That's how I got that progression. Next match was Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. Kind of like for a blood feud. And by the way, let's talk about Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins' gear. Love Seth Rollins' gear. I didn't realize until later on in the match that blue part was jean. Like I didn't realize that until later in the match, which was pretty cool. And I like Bronson's. Kind of reminds me of like you going down to like a subway and you see like painted for Reed. I love their gear. Top 10 gear. But in the beginning of the match, when Bronson Reed was making his entrance, Seth Rollins came and jumped him, and the match didn't even start, and Seth Rollins was diving, except the one part that Bronson Reed hit a tsunami, tried to go for another one, but Seth Rollins rolled out of the ring, and this match is this is probably maybe the third best in-ring and storyline, the best in-ring match maybe, third best one. But you guys see Seth with the Jordans on them. But yeah, there was some crazy spots. Like, they were fighting everywhere. And, like, Bronson Reed was doing this thing where Seth Rollins turned it into a DDT, which was just cool, crazy DDT. Beautiful frog splash by Seth Rollins. And Bronson Reed did this thing where he did pick Seth Rollins up, did like a spinning powerbomb. That was very impressive. But Bronson Reed decided to pick up steel steps and try to hit Seth Rollins with it. But Seth Rollins took out Bronson Reed's knee, hit a curb stomp on the steps. But then that wasn't enough. Had to literally didn't stop in the ring, and then did a super stop on the top rope, which led Bronson Reed to have a nasty cut right here on his eye. But basically, this whole match was. Every time Bronson Reed went for a tsunami, Seth Rollins kept on missing. And kept on rolling out of the way. Seth Rollins kept rolling out of the way. But at the end of the match, after Seth Rollins won, which I'm kind of surprised, but I feel like there's going to be 2 more matches after this one. Bronson Reed said, "I'm not done with you yet. I'm not done with you yet." And Seth said, "What is wrong with you?" He said... And I think this feud will continue because I don't think Bronson Reed is done with Seth Rollins. Bronson Reed, though, should win this feud. I'm just going to say, because Seth Rollins can lose this feud and still be Seth frickin' Rollins. So, yeah. The next match was the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan taking on the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax in the Glaze Championship belt and stuff like that. It was a pretty mediocre match, except from this DDT spot that looked cool. But the big star in this match, important thing in this match was Tiffany Stratton coming down in the Money in the Bank briefcase, thinking they're all gonna cash in. But Nia Jax scared her away, and then she almost cashed in again. Except this time Raquel Rodriguez took away, and then Liv Morgan hit the code breaker. And then when Nia Jax took out Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and Tiffany Stratton like a big splash. But when she was going for the Annihilator, Raquel Rodriguez distracted her. Liv Morgan ended up picking up the W and becoming the first ever women's Crown Jewel Championship, which congratulations to her. She was very emotional about it. And yeah, Triple H came out there, presented her the championship, raised her hand, did this whole thing, showed the crowd, hugged her. The Saudi Arabia crowd was actually pretty hyped for that. I'm actually glad about that. But we got the match that never started. It was Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. By the way, Kevin Owens started off came out with a Cowboy Bob Orton shirt. That's evil. But the match didn't even get started because Kevin Owens attacked Randy Orton's leg, stunned the referee. Randy Orton got mad and RKO'd Adam Pearce out of nowhere. This match ended up going into the crowd. An elbow drop from the crowd. And yes, Randy Orton was done. And Kevin Owens was done. And I'm pretty sure I saw like a little clip on YouTube, on WWE's YouTube channel, saying, Kevin Owens saying, I'm not done with Randy Orton. I still want to fight Randy Orton. So this brings into a lot of questions on where things are going with Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Maybe it's a triple threat match. Maybe it's something. I don't really know. But we'll find out. So yeah. But then the next match was the triple threat match where LA Knight defended his United States Championship against Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. Best match in ring. There's so many cool spots. In the beginning of the match, you had LA Knight staying in the corner while Carmelo and Andrade were beating each other up, and until they realized LA Knight's just waiting there, and they kicked him in the face. But obviously you got the massive talent of Carmelo Hayes and Andrade being in the ring. But then there was this weird spot where LA Knight grabbed the rope and then pulled the rope close to him, and Carmelo did a senton on to Andrade, so which was kind of cool. And of course, this move will never get old. The back thing, moonsault thing, never gets old. I could see that anytime. And I thought Andrade was gonna, because Andrade sent LA Knight to the outside, and I thought Andrade was going to do like a senton or maybe like a moonsault or maybe a shooting star press on Carmelo. But then he just hit a moonsault onto LA Knight over the ring post. I was like, what? But then the match started heating up again. After LA Knight tried to hit a BFT on Carmelo, but Carmelo pushed him into a nasty back elbow from Andrade. Andrade got hit with the first 48, then got hit with the suplex cutter. Tried to go for the pin, but everyone kicked out. But then out of nowhere, they're just hitting Canadian destroyers out of nowhere. And then you got this fall away, what's it called? Spanish fly thing. Obviously, got LA Knight hitting that crazy elbow. And then this spot was crazy because LA Knight actually botched and gave himself a low blow on the rope, but picked himself up, did a German suplex, and Carmelo Hayes took his opportunity, hit the nothing but net, and I swore to you, I thought Carmelo Hayes was going to win the championship there, but Andrade was there to break it up. But, of course, LA Knight had to win the match, and is still your United States champion. So, yeah. I don't think anybody was surprised that LA Knight retains of the belt. I did say, though, in my predictions that Melo was going to win, honestly, because I just wanted Carmelo Hayes to win because he is so talented, but he's also young. He's got plenty of time to become United States champion. So, yeah, I guess it was the right call, but I think I would have preferred Carmelo Hayes winning this match. But the next match was the last match. It was the undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, one of my favorite WWE superstars right now, for taking on the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, the Ring General Gunther, for the Crown Jewel, the Men's Crown Jewel Championship, which is the Glazed Championship, I've been calling it. And probably the second best match of the night. Obviously, there's no storyline, just a great match. You got Cody Rhodes phenomenal in the ring, Gunther in the ring. But by the way, for haters who say Cody Rhodes is not liked and nobody likes Cody Rhodes, the Saudi crowd literally from the beginning of this match to the end of this match was cheering Cody Rhodes on, saying ole, 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 doing the ole stuff and saying Cody Rhodes, all that stuff. Literally making sure Cody got the big pop. And when Mike Rome was announcing Cody Rhodes, said, and the undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, the whole crowd was saying Cody Rhodes. Literally, Cody Rhodes is the biggest babyface in the entire WWE. Now, you could say LA Knight and Jey Uso get bigger pops in the States, but Cody Rhodes, outside of the United States, gets way bigger pops than both LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes. But this match, what you expect, was great. You got Cody. When I woke up this morning, I saw a video on WWE's YouTube channel saying, trying to tired Cody Rhodes. Basically, this whole match was make that Cody Rhodes, if Gunther puts a sleeper hold on Cody Rhodes, he's done. Cody Rhodes is done. But obviously, hit some drop kicks. This match was, Cody Rhodes was trying to tire out Gunther as much as he possibly can. But Gunther was actually attacking Cody Rhodes' back, like, literally. And this was impressive. Cody Rhodes doing this stalling, suplex. Obviously, there's this beautiful Cody Cutter. Obviously, kick to the gut. But then Gunther hit this dropkick and powerbomb for a 1-2. Super Cody came out and basically kicked out. And then Gunther did put the sleeper hold in, but Super Cody obviously had his hand up, make it fall out of it, kept hitting this stunner type thing, and then it just out of nowhere hit this crossroads, which he couldn't make the pin for because he was so tired and drained out that Gunther was putting the fight to him. But ended up hitting another Cody crossroads later down in the match, and Gunther ended up kicking out of that. But Gunther was attacking Cody's back, putting him in the Boston Crab thing. Because this was actually a cool move. Cody went for a disaster kick, but then Gunther reversed it into a literal little Boston Crab thing. But the finish of the match was kind of crazy because Cody was going for the Super Cody Cutter, bounced it off the ropes. Gunther caught him with a sleeper hold, but then Cody did the Bret Hart move where he flipped over Gunther. And when Gunther still had the sleeper hold in, Cody got him with the roll-up pin for the 1, 2, 3. And Cody Rhodes is your men's Crown Jewel champion and your first ever Crown Jewel champion. Obviously, I'm pretty sure these are members of the government of Saudi Arabia or something with the Saudi Arabia royal family. But yes, we got the women's world champion Liv Morgan and the WWE Undisputed Champion, Cody Rhodes, as your first ever Crown Jewel champions. Again, I predicted Cody Rhodes was going to win the championship and Liv Morgan. But I did see the video where they received their rings, because those belts, the Crown Jewel belts, are staying in Saudi Arabia at WWE Experience, I believe, in Saudi Arabia. So those belts are going to be on display for everybody in Saudi Arabia, or you can go to in WWE experience to see those belts. But Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan both have rings to wear all the time. Cody and Liv Morgan barely had their rings had fit. Bro, WWE, get bigger rings for your champions, bro. But I guess you know that they're gonna be the Crown Jewel champions because they literally have rings now, and I know for sure Liv Morgan's gonna show that off. And Bragg said, "Look what I got." Rhea Ripley doesn't got that. By the way, I'm pretty sure that's crazy that Rhea Ripley's injured. So yeah, that's pretty cool, right? That's crazy. But yeah, so yeah, I give this Crown Jewel a big thumbs up. I love this Crown Jewel. It was honestly better than last year's. I'm gonna say it was better than last year's. The only match I really didn't like was the Nia and Liv Morgan match. But what do you expect out of those two? But Liv Morgan is way better wrestler than Nia Jax will ever be. But yeah. So yeah, we'll leave down in the comments below what do you think of WWE Crown Jewel 2024, and yeah, and on the left hand side of the screen you will see the PLE reviews. I reviewed what's it called, Bash in Berlin. What else did I review? The NXT PLEs, Bad Blood PLE. So yeah. Anyway, I will see you for tomorrow's video where I'm going to predict Survivor Series early, so don't miss that out. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Bye.